Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. This is a Let's Build video. For everyone that's new, what are they? Let's Build videos is I take a model kit and I put it together and show you how it goes together. Now, what's the reason for this? There are some people that suffer with dyslexia or other, issues with reading instructions and understanding where bits and pieces go. Some people just don't have the time to do it or look at it and feel a bit intimidated by the kit. So it's always handy to have a visual reference. So that's why I do these videos, and it's also an excuse for me to put models together that I'm going to do anyway. So I might as well film it and show you guys. If there's any points of concern, like any bits that are very weak or any heavy mold lines, I'll let you guys know. So for my regulars here, guys, I feel love. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a second. Right, so what am I going to do today? I'm a bit of a tiswas at the moment. The last Let's Build video was the Forge Fiend, and then I painted up some Cool Night Chosen Cow Space Marines, which absolutely fantastic. If you haven't seen that video, guys, go and check them out. So I'm here humming and hawing. I've got, as it stands at the moment, I've got some Immortals to put together from the Imperial magazine. I've got Necron Warriors to do off camera. I've got Skitarii Rangers to put together on camera. And then I've got the rest of the Indominus box, and there's some bits and pieces floating around here and there. I want to make a start on the Demons for 40k before the Codex is announced or drops or anything like that. So I'm humming and hawing, and I've decided I'm going to put this guy together. Okay, I'm just going to put him together because he appears to be nice and easy. Just a Primaris Chaplain on a bike. So before we look at the kit, tools needed as usual. Clippers, handiest part of your kit. And again, I've said this a few times, but I don't say it every time. The clippers actually have one flat side and one curved side. The flat side is what you want to push against the piece you're taking out and snip, because it gives you a nice clean cut. Scraper. Some people will use a Stanley blade or a hobby knife, or scalpel or something like that. I just prefer this. And I have sanding sponge, okay, to get into the nitty gritty pieces. This is an amazing kit. Oh, lovely ultramarine transfers. I'm going to bin. Right, as usual, we look at the kit first of all, so we see you can ascertain what's what without even clipping or looking at everything. Already I can see two heads. Yeah, here's a choice of a head, so that's great. There's the main bike components, tires. These bits go inside the bike, so it's lovely and easy. Backpack, body, extras. There's his base. Don't have to worry about it for now. You see his arm, his other arm. So you can already see what bits and pieces are and how they're going to come together. Got the instruction book, which is always helpful. Set that up there actually, so I can see that nicely. Right, so the first piece I need is going to be number 1, which I believe, let's move that sprue out of the way for a second. I believe number 1, where are we? It's this piece right here. Okay, number 1 and number 2, there's number 2. Okay, that's how close they are together. So I'm going to snip them off and clean them down. Okay, one thing I forgot to say is, as it's a plastic kit, I'm using plastic glue. Now I was just fiddling around with it because I couldn't figure out how it went on, the first 2 pieces. I've just figured it out. So now I'm going to glue it in. I'll show you dry fitted. It basically, there's these little clips there, and it sits like that. Okay, so the exhaust bits stick out there, sits like that, because the other piece has these bits on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to glue that in. so. Okay, then the next piece I need is, I'm a bit disorganized here, hold on guys. Right, this is the next piece I need, number 3, which is the wheel arch. It's on the other side of the sprue, and it's this top piece here. So I'm going to clip that off and show you how that dry fits on. Right, so basically these little nubble bits there, and those 2 square holes, so literally just slots into there like that, nice and easy. You see those little bits there, they're smooth as anything, just they look weird, but once it's had a undercoat it's fine, so that goes in there. So I'm going to glue that on. When the whole thing's glued and dried anyway, I do go over it again with a fine grit sand, the sanding sponge. Give that a little once over. So there we have the first half. So now we need numbers 4 and 5, which are the big tires. So there's number 4, and there's number 5. Why they're that way, I don't know why, but then I'll snip them off and clean them down. Right, there's 2 sides to this little piece. There's that mad little side, and then there's that side. From what the picture's telling me, that little side just slots in there. Okay, like that. Okay, so I'm going to glue that in. It doesn't seem to be sitting flat, but the other way, it does actually sit in there flat. I don't know. I'm going to follow what the instructions are telling me on this one. Now look, hold on. See the top there? See the top there? And look at the bottom, there's 2 little notches. That's how it slots in. So it does go in that way. Now with the tie also, there's a little nook at the bottom here. You leave that on there, because that's for the base, I'd imagine. Now this is very simple how this slots in. So little circle here, and a bit of glue around it. And it literally just goes in like that. Okay, that's it. So what we need now is number 6. Well, number 6 is this lovely piece here, yeah, which is the opposite side, the opposite of this piece. So the same piece, but it's the other way around. Right, so with this piece, I put a little bit of glue there, and I glue along the top of the ridge, because that just slots in to the tyre and onto the top there like that. Now what I do is throw on a little bit of glue just along that join line, just to get rid of that join line. Now we need the other 2 bits of tyre, which are these 2 pieces. Again, it's the same thing, so I'm not going to show you how that goes in together. It's the same thing, and it goes on the back here, the back of the bike here, the same way. Okay, this one doesn't have a little knob. It does have a little knob at the bottom, but anyway, I'm going to glue that on. As you can see, it's already taking shape. Now we need this piece, the other side of the bike. Again, that's just going to be simple. Look, that bit goes in the back tyre. This bit all sits on the front. So once I've clipped it up and cleaned it, I'm going to glue it, and then I'll run a bit of glue along where it joins, the 2 pieces join together. As you can see, it's taking shape. So now we're on to the exhaust. Number 10 is what we need. Number 10 is situated here, just below the actual base bit. And that's how it fits on. Okay, there is a big blocky square here, and there's a little square bit on the end of the exhaust. That bit goes in there, and that just clips on there. Okay, like that. So I'm going to glue that in. Next bit we need is number 12, which is the pedals. Again, it's next to the base, and then we're going to need the other exhaust afterwards. I'm not going to show you how to do this one because I've just done it, but I'm going to show you how these ones go on. Clip them both off, clean them both. I'll show you how these go on, and I'll put the other one on afterwards. Right, with these pads, this bar Okay, goes underneath. Now some of you notice a little bit there on my thumb. I did actually was cleaning it down, then I looked and said no, that goes underneath like that, so you're not going to see it. Yeah, so I'm going to glue that on and then glue the other exhaust on. Right, so as you can see, that's looking absolutely fantastic now. It's actually a lot easier than it looked when I first looked at the sprue. Now I need this body part, number 13, which is situated next to the top of the locked book. And I need his chest piece, which is on the other sprue. And they literally just go together. Right, they literally just go together. There's a little hole in the bottom inside there, and a little knobble bit on the other piece, just clip in there. But see like this little piece on the middle here, the triangle bit, that goes on the seat of the bike, see it? This is where his backpack goes. Okay, so there is a few little bits to be concerned, to keep an eye on. Now his body goes straight into that little bit, so I'm going to put some glue on that. And that just slots in there. Nice and easy. Like so. Yeah. Now I need 17 and 18. Again, I don't know why they've put me to sprue, but there's number 17. Okay, just below the skull helmet, and then 18 is this piece here on the base, same sprue as the base. So again, I'll snip them off, clean them down. Just be aware when clipping and cleaning, this is a weak flimsy bit, okay? But it literally just sits over the top there like that. And what we do then, you actually see in the leg there, there's a little triangle bit. There's a little triangle bit on that one, and that just slots in there. So I'm going to glue that in. I'm also going to put some glue on the foot, because the foot goes on the pedal. Now it's the other two leg pieces, which are fortunately on the same sprue. Again, looking at this, there's these little, whatever that's called, I can't remember now, hanging off his legs. So just be careful when snipping that away and cleaning it down. But they're going to go the same way, and then by the looks of it, it's the same connection, so it'll go straight into the same leg. So I'm going to clip them off, clean them down, glue them, and glue them onto the bike. Next is the handlebars with the arm. It's on the same base as the actual basing sprue. And this is probably going to be the easiest piece to put on. There's that there, the diamond shape. Diamond shape goes in there. And then the arm glues onto the arm socket. So give a bit of glue on that now. Bit of glue in there. See how easy this is to go in. Goes on there. Oh, it's not as easy as I thought. There we go. Nice and easy. I'm sure you're going to have a shoulder pad going over the top of that as well. So the next piece is a head. Now there are two different heads on this sprue. Okay, you got the human head, human face head, which is a masterful piece anyway. And you've got the skull head. I'm going to go with the skull head. And that literally goes in the top of his head there. There is actually a little square tab at the bottom of the head, both heads. And where the head goes in, there is a little square gap. Now you can snip that tab off and just glue the head straight into the circular hole, into the circular slot on top here, or you can leave the tab on. That's what I did, and it just slots in nicely. Now next thing is the other arm. His other arm is just amazing piece right here. Now this bit is very flimsy, so be careful when cleaning it. But I put glue in there, and it literally sits on him like that. Okay, nice and easy. It's actually taking shape, it's actually looking Really tasty at the moment. I like that. Right, so the next thing you need is his other shoulder pad, which is situated again on the base of the sprue, which is this one. I nearly forgot his iron halo, which is here. There's actually a little slot in the back of the head, but there's no little slot there. I think that little knobble bit there is meant to go into it, because the other side, oh no, sorry, there's the slot. There's a little knobble bit at the other side. Okay, so be very gentle when clipping that and cleaning that down, guys. That was a little bit fiddly to clip, clean and put on, but it's in. Show you. Yeah, it's a little bit fiddly to get in there, but it's in there. Now it's his backpack. Okay, which is situated there. And that literally will go in the back of him. Okay, on that little square lump. Now it's this interesting piece, which is next to the logbook again, and it goes on the back here. It goes on the back, appears to be like that. Don't know why, but that's the way it goes. Right, the next two pieces we need is number 28, which is a skull, which apparently just sits on the back of him, and then number 30, which is this piece here. Okay, so there's the base and piece. There's the skull. There's number 30. And this piece, number 30, just slots on there. Very simple, very easy. Now for the other side, it's number 29, which is this lovely little piece, and the other side of his bike. Right, so that little tiny piece goes on the end of the handlebars, which is fantastic. I've put this on, but I haven't seen a little triangle there. I didn't put any glue in there. I just put glue along the seam line to sort that out. Now I do believe the last piece should be the book. Oh, here's the book. The book obviously comes in two parts. You know, top and bottom. And they just slot into each other. So I'm going to clean them off and glue them together. Right, so those two little knobble bits, there's only one way for it to go. There's a spine on either side that slots in together like that. Let's go ahead and get this. I just missed that little nibble bit there. There's two little bits there. It doesn't matter. I can give them a, once it's dried, the glue's dried, I can give them a little gentle sand down. Or what I'll do is actually run a bit of glue along here. Stick it with that join line. Now that bit there, we know where that's going. So I'll some glue across there. It's actually sitting on top of the bike. So it should go on something. Which way is it going? And we'll figure it out in a second. I had it, I just didn't push it down. So there we go so far. Fantastic. Now the last piece, bear in mind I've got one Space Marine head left over, which is always handy because I can use that for another Space Marine if I'm missing one. Of course, with the two heads for this kit, it's absolutely fantastic because you can have one like I've got here with the skull helmet, and you can have a second one with the normal human helmet. So on the battlefield there's two models that are totally different, but they're the same model. Because I know in the next edition, not 10th edition, they will probably remake this model and do it different pose. Now, they may not, I could be totally wrong, but they could remake it as, you know, totally different pose, which is always nice if you've already got one or two of them the same already. Right, so basically you can see One end's lower, one end's higher. There's 2 square nibble bits. That's where the tie bit's going to. Nice and easy. Yeah. So what it's saying is gluing the Space Marine together first. The bike onto the base first of all. So there's some great texture on this base. It's amazing texture. Again, that goes in there. That goes in there. It sort of naturally leans to the side. We need to just rub a bit of glue in there just to make sure it stays there. And then it's saying, put it onto the base. What I'm going to do actually, I'm going to take them off that. I'm going to run the glue around here first. Should have done this bit first anyway. Put that on the base. And then slot in until like that. Then what I do is just run a bit of glue around the edge where it joins on, where the plastic base joins onto the actual model plastic bit that the bike sits into. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We have one Primaris Chaplain on the bike. Amazing model, amazing build. Very easy. There are a few fiddly things. The skull on the back of him. I'll just bring it up so you can see that. Sorry guys. The skull on the back there is fiddly, but it goes on with the plastic glue, goes on pretty much straight away. This little piece here hanging off him is a bit fiddly to clean off, snip off and clean up, but again goes on nice and easy. So I have to get some more glue on there, it's not sitting properly. What's the point of contact? There isn't a point of contact, it's just run along there. Shouldn't naturally need to put him down and let him to dry, because he shouldn't naturally just... Right, so I'd give this model a difficulty rating of a 4. It's not that hard. So the skull, the halo at the back actually was a little fiddly, and a little bit on the handlebar there was a little bit fiddly to take off the sprue and glue. The bit hanging off the handlebar was easiest to glue in because it literally just slot on. The skull went on straight away. A bit of glue is fine because the plastic glue does hold it a little bit tackiness. The halo was the hardest bit to put in, but apart from that, everything else is absolutely fantastic. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if it's helped you in any way, please like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys.